Hello, welcome back. We're now at episode 5 of Beatles Toy Box. Thank you so much for coming back to this channel again and again. I am now somehow over 16,000 subscribers. I'm doing something right, so thank you to everyone that is watching these videos, and hopefully I'm showing you bits and pieces of my collection and different places that I like to look for collectibles at that interest you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. And gosh, you know, this is like a real community thing. So if you're enjoying this, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, I'd love to hear from you, and maybe there's things that you want to see. Maybe there's places that you want me to visit. You know, maybe you want to know more about toy collecting in general. Shoot me a message. I'd love to hear from you. So today we're going to look at a couple things. We're going to look at an amazing store in Langley, British Columbia called Toy Traders. Then we're going to take a video tour of Toy Traders. And then I'm going to show you some of the awesome stuff that, one awesome item that I picked up very recently on my last trip to Toy Traders. I'm really excited to share that with everybody here. All right. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about Toy Traders. So Toy Traders is a bit of an institution in the Lower Mainland here in Vancouver, British Columbia. They're located in Langley, BC, beautiful Langley, BC. So it's about, 40 to 45 minutes on the highway away from Vancouver. It's the perfect weekend road trip if you and some friends, or even you solo, want to go and check something out. Also, if you're not a local and you come into Vancouver for any reason, it's a great place to go and visit. So why is it a great place to go and visit? Because it's Canada's largest toy store. It is humongous. This place is, I think it's something like over 17,000 square feet. They got started back in, I think, the mid-90s. They had a smaller space that was, a popular spot because the owner builds these like amazing dioramas for different toy brands. And then they moved into a huge warehouse space, which they're in now, that's multi-level. There's a huge main floor that sells all kinds of current stuff and some vintage stuff as well. And then sort of all the main marquee brands. You know, if you're looking for Lego, they got Lego. If you're looking for Playmobil, they got Playmobil. And then if you're looking for Marvel Legends and Transformers and G.I. Joe and Star Wars, they've got all that stuff too. But they do also have a really fun sort of second, it's almost like an attic level that they put a lot of their vintage stuff in. And I usually go straight to the stairwell for that because I'm always curious to see what's made it over there. It's always full of new and interesting things. I think one of the big draws, though, is those dioramas. Each brand, Marvel, Transformers, G.I. Joe. This isn't, someone made a little diorama. This is like the length of the entire warehouse. You'll be able to check it all out in the tour I'm about to send you on. And, I had a really nice conversation with one of the owners, or the owner, and one of his sort of expert vintage toy guys. Shout out to, I think his name was Dan. Dan, thank you so much. And, they were telling me that, I said, why don't you have anything for sale online? Like, because I think he'd sell a lot of stuff. And he'd said that, he could, but then he wouldn't be or have the need to employ so many people locally and have a really fun place for people to come and those dioramas. People wouldn't get to come and check out all those dioramas. And I feel like, some people, myself, definitely would, pay just to go into that store to see those dioramas. So they're very cool. Anyways, so I thought that was really nice. But so I guess without further ado, the next thing to show is the Toy Traders video tour. I hope you like video tours. It's a video tour of a place you haven't been before, or maybe you have, but you haven't been in a while. You don't need to get up. Just stay right where you are. I'm gonna show you some stuff. Okay, what do you think? It's a favorite spot of mine. Maybe you'll go there. And if you don't live nearby, you can plan a trip. Video tour. Look it up online. I'll put the address in this post. And when you go there, tell them a friend told you about this place. You just watched a video tour, and then you went there. This was a video tour. Thanks for watching this video tour. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video tour. And now you can see just how special a place Toy Traders is, and probably definitely something, if you're a toy collector, if you haven't been out to Langley BC, you're going to want to go there. It's a truly incredible place. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is Kaniku Man, which is AKA in North America, muscle. So if you're a kid in the 80s, or maybe you grew up in Japan, Kaniku Man as either muscle, which was how it was marketed in North America by Mattel, who I believe got the rights to Kaniku Man, or if you grew up in Japan, it was called Kaniku Man. And so the concept behind Kaniku Man is, there's this galaxy full of superpowered wrestlers that are all competing to be the champion. And from what I understand, it was, initially the guys that created it were kind of making fun of how at the time, at least in manga, sort of late 70s, early 80s, there was all these like, oh, there's this character who, goes on a journey to become the ultimate boxer or the ultimate soccer player or the ultimate. And so there was a lot of these sort of sports themed underdog becomes the superstar mangas. And then these guys came along, I guess, kind of in a similar way, almost like Ninja Turtles, sort of making fun of superheroes, sort of tongue in cheek initially, where the thought was, what if it was like, the ultimate muscle man trying to become the ultimate muscle man, and just sort of how ridiculous that is. So it's a goofy, really fun concept. And it's a world or a universe that is full of hundreds and hundreds of wild and crazy wrestling characters that are in all different shapes and forms. There's not really much else to say about that. So, hey, if you grew up in the 80s, you collected these guys in North America, and I'm slowly working on a collection of all of them. I've still got a ways to go. I think I'm like 20 plus figures away, but I'm getting closer, and I've got all those numbered. And so, that's like a grail dream of mine. When I was a kid, I think I had 4 of them. Now I've got, well over 100 and something of them. They're great. In Japan, exact same thing, but marketed a little differently. They had some different scales of these figures. I've been lucky to pick up some of the vintage figures from great shops like the Kanazawa Showa Menkyu, the Showa maze, and I've got, if you take a look on my page here, I've got a little video tour of that place, which is another really special place. If you ever end up in Kanazawa in Japan, that's an amazing place to go to. Can't say enough good things about it. Okay, but so flashback to a week ago when I was at Toy Traders and I was looking in their vintage section, and what did I see but an original in the box muscle ring. I have always wanted this, never got it. You find these sometimes, they're always broken. The pegs on them, I don't know if you can see that, but the figures clip into it so you can wrestle them with two little joysticks, and they're almost always broken. You know, that was the first thing to snap on them, so you could almost never find these things intact. I got one. I got it in the box. It's of course opened. It's not like mint in the box, but the actual ring itself is in phenomenal condition. All the stickers on there beautifully. This thing looks so nice. You can work all of the, you can see, works great. Both little grips work great. It's also got the original ring rope, and it's got both of the original figures that go with the ring. This was a grail item. Never thought I'd be able to get one of these. I looked at it and I thought, oh boy, you know, I really want this one. I'm gonna maybe I'll wait till next time. But then I thought, I literally started to leave the store and thought, if I leave, someone else is gonna grab that, and then it's gonna be gone, and I'm gonna forever be thinking about how I didn't get that. So thank you, Toy Traders, for putting that out on display. My understanding is that in the near future, they are going to have a lot more vintage stuff out as well, because apparently they have another storage locker somewhere that's just full of stuff that they're waiting to price and slowly put out onto the floor. So again, there's always a reason to visit Toy Traders. Yeah, and that's kind of all of what I wanted to share. I've got, I've got a couple of these amazing figures from Japan and too that I hadn't. I don't think I've shown those off on past shows. Again, I can't get over how lucky I was to score this from. Look at that art; it's just so beautiful. Looks amazing. There's the Mattel logo up there. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, so I think for my next episode, I'm going to look into some retro game collecting and some of my collection of retro games and some of the places that I check out and frequent where I find great stuff. But until then, thank you so much for watching this and continuing to go on this YouTube journey with me through my crazy obsession with collecting things. Thank you so much. Until next time. I hope you like video tours. It's a video tour of a place you haven't been before, or maybe